Today we're taking a quick look at the Synology DiskStation DS211j. This is a network-attached storage device. This model has already been replaced by the DS212j, which has the same CPU but has upgraded the memory to 256 megabytes. If you're in the market for one of these, definitely pick up the newer model. Of course, the speed of a NAS device will never match that of a dedicated home server, but for most tasks like streaming audio or video, or basic file storage, they're a pretty good choice. The 211j is a 2-bay NAS device that supports either 2.5-inch or 3.5-inch hard drives, but most users will opt for the standard 3.5-inch drives just for the extra capacity. The device is very small and resembles a regular external hard drive enclosure. Under the hood, the 211j has a 1.2 GHz ARM processor, 128 megabytes of RAM, and can support up to 6 terabytes of storage. Before buying drives for the DiskStation, check Synology's website for a list of supported drives. The NAS we purchased did not come with any drives pre-installed, so we ordered two 500 gigabyte hard drives. Even after picking up the hard drives, we still spent far less than a full server would have cost. The exterior on our unit is glossy white with LEDs for status, LAN, Disk 1, and Disk 2. There's also a very bright blue LED for the power button. The front of the 211j also has a USB port with a button for performing a quick copy of a USB thumb drive to a predetermined folder on the DiskStation. The back of the 211j also has two USB ports, a gigabit LAN port, power plug, reset button, and a Kensington lock opening. A single 70mm fan cools the hard drives. There are two screws on the back of the unit for gaining access to the inside for hard drive installs. The inside of the 211j is very simple design. There's a cage for installing up to two hard drives with the included screws, and a SATA backplane that the drives connect into. Installation is done by sliding the drives into the connectors and securing them with the screws. The design is very good in that there's a gap between the drives for good airflow. The DiskStation Manager software, or DSM for short, is probably the best that I've tested on any store-bought NAS unit. I won't actually be covering installing the software in this video, but we have posted some screenshots on our website describing the process, so check the link in the show notes if you're interested. The 211j performed really well for all of our basic tasks. We were able to create shared folders that users could access from the network, and we could set permissions to block out what we didn't want shared. The iTunes server worked well for 1 or 2 users connected at the same time. Any more than that and we had some problems. Music would freeze up or skip briefly until the NAS could catch up. We noticed that file access and transfers were very slow, especially when more than one user was connected. The DiskStation is a device that's best for a small number of users in a home network setting. In that type of environment, it's really hard to beat for its ease of use and awesome software.